I really wanted to have a place where the whole store was dedicated to immigrant stories, writers of color, that was not confined to one shelf for 1 month. It was my retirement plan. I just sped it up a little bit. It's a lot of work to consistently prove to the industry that there's a huge market and a huge audience hungry for these works. And I'm really excited to be a part of it. My last name is You, and You and Me is the idea of conversation, is an idea of a place where you can really have the diversity of representation and really find the connection between those lines. A lot of connection and conversation happens, I think, over drinks. And that's why it was really important for me to have coffee and beer and wine, because I think if you're taking a sip of something, you're forced to close your mouth and listen. So I think that's a really good point to start a conversation. And also the initials YM are my mother's initials as well. Every book here is handpicked. We want to have a lot of diversity within the diaspora of immigrants, children of immigrants, writers of color, and it's specifically not focusing on what's being pushed by publishers, which is, in my opinion, a lot of times forcing authors of color to be educators of our experience. There is no Asian American section. There's no this section. There is fiction, there's nonfiction, there's graphic novels, and there's children's books. We have good literature, and I think that that should be for everyone. I've never owned a business before, opened up a business. And so opening it up in the middle of the pandemic, opening up a bookstore, I think was something that my friends and family wanted to be supportive of, but they also were like, what are you doing? My background consists of chemical engineering. So I worked in chemical productions for about three and a half years. And then I worked in supply chain for another 3 years in the food industry. So a lot of pivots already. And I don't know, we were all working through so much grief and loss during the pandemic. I lost one of my best friends. It just reminded me that life was really short and I prepared as much as I could. And then I opened up, but that really took a leap of faith.
I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's episode, American Express Business. American Express knows that being a small business means always being ready to adapt and change quickly to meet business needs. That's why the American Express Business Gold Card offers a flexible spending capacity that gives you the ability to unlock more purchasing power as you use your card. Unlike a traditional card with a set limit, the amount you can spend adapts based on factors like your purchase, payment, and credit history. Plus, with access to 24/7 customer support from business card specialists, you can continue to run your business with confidence. The American Express Business Gold Card, now smarter and more flexible. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. To learn more about this and other rewards and benefits, visit americanexpress.com/businessgoldcard.
In July of this year, the store had a fire that devastated the original location, and I had to open up this pop-up location. So pivoting constantly, constant problem solving, managing an unreliable supply chain, dealing with customers, having effective customer communication, all of that comes from the skills of all the careers I had before. What I realized through this whole experience, it's impossible to make everyone happy, and it's impossible to satisfy everyone. And all I can do is do the things that I believe in, do the things that I'm passionate about, and not create something with an audience in mind, create something for myself, and hopefully the people that resonate with it will follow. And I think that is what it means to be authentic, but that also means that I have to be very vulnerable. And that was something that I never knew I had to do as an entrepreneur, especially being a successful one that is community focused. That format is something that I'm still figuring out. It's terrifying. I think I'm messing up all the time, but I wake up every day and keep doing it.